the exporters and the oppressors, the heirs, as Ralph Gonzalez appropriately named them, and as Hilary Beckles has spoken to Parliament and called the names of various members in the UK Parliament today and says, your grandfather, you are the heir who was this plantation. And so that is now in the public space.
Yeah.
And our role is to keep it there and to deepen it. And a younger generation will pick it up and carry it forth. Because these are not just abstract justice issues. They impinge on the real material quality of our lives, as has been pointed out. High blood pressure, diabetes, other kind of ailments that we suffer, including exclusionism or racism. That's real.
Yeah.
Now we're either in these oppressed, exploited, inferior positions because we are genetically inferior, or there's something socially wrong.
Yeah.
We know the answer, they know the answer.
Yeah.
There's something socially wrong.
Yeah. But final question, brother. 2008, the whole world was watching. Some of us danced, and a black man, not a black man, a black family in the White House. Some people started talking about a post-racial, reality. Yet, as soon as President Obama took office, a coup happened in Honduras, and we've seen the positions taken against Cuba. Granted, he took some effort with regards to Cuba, but still.
He developed a new strategy towards the same ends.
Yeah.
He didn't say, we're going to live in peace with you.
Yeah, assassination of Gaddafi.
For me, it's a simple calculation of the extraordinary measures. I mean, capitalism was founded as a mature economic expression in the Americas. It was not founded in Europe. That's history. It happened that way. Capital in its personification was white and male.
Yeah.
Labor in its essential personification was enslaved and black. Had they all been green people, they would not have been able to use the color green to rationalize that these were the children of Ham, the drawers of water, and the hewers of wood, and an animal species. They would not. They would have had to come up with another rationale to do that. So that racism as a social construct, is not scientific, but as Du Bois and many others pointed out, it leaves its footprint in the sociology of arrangements and power, just as a good lie is not real, but it leaves a real effect if it is enforced. And so that the dehumanization, the attempt to dehumanize us, to make us less than a human species, sets up the situation where we want to talk about we were kings and queens without recognizing the kings and queens come from feudal societies where they're enslaved people, even on the continent of Africa, and caste. But we can understand that the absolutism of racism, the absolute denial of our humanity, makes us want to turn that equation on its head. So it was a bourgeois democratic advance to have a person of color, a family of color. It made us psychologically feel good. Hugo Chavez, we were here, I don't know, a month or so, 2 months before the elections when the polls were beginning to be very clear. And artists and intellectuals in defense of humanity. I, like many people, had an opportunity to have very close discussion, one-on-one discussions with Hugo Chavez. As he came off the stage, he walked right over to me and with a smile and he said, "Jim, Obama." And I whispered, I could see the smile on his face. He understood that this was a valuable step from the point of view of humanity against racism. I said, yes, he will be the manager of Empire. That's not a contradiction. So we were elevated, as we should have been. But pride cannot trump politics. Politics is a negotiation of power. Pride is useful, as ideology is useful. Ideology substituted for politics does not answer the immediate question before us. And it can get us into real trouble of dismissing most of the people and other ideas. So Obama bailed capitalism out in the worst crisis it had had since the 1930s. African Americans lost half of our wealth.
Under
Half of our wealth under that crisis of capitalism.
wow.
And that was an ethical and economic financial crisis. But we must understand it was an ethical crisis. These people intentionally were greedy. And in the final analysis, they wanted to make all the money they could. And if the crash came, then they will turn to the public and says, you must pay for this. And that is exactly what Obama managed for them.
With auto manufacturers and all
he
of those,
faced
the banks.
the most outright racism, and had great difficulty stepping forward to call it for what it was with this line that I'm the president for everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody who says that they are empathetic, who believe in justice, should understand that racism is a fetter not only on their humanity, but it is a fetter on their material circumstances of life. They pay for incarceration. They pay for gated communities. They pay for the use of official violence to hem these poor communities in.